What are we going to talk about today? Well, a couple of weeks ago, I did a video about dumb, stupid He-Man Masters of the Universe merchandise. And in that video, I talked about carnival mirrors, fair mirrors. These are these mirrors. You would get them at your local fair or carnival. Usually throw a dart at a balloon or something. You would pay a lot more than it was probably worth. And they would be in a cardboard frame. All look the same, and usually it'd be album covers and a few different things here and there. And a lot of people replied to that and said, when I showed the He-Man ones and really enjoyed it. So I said, well, let's look at some back from the 80s. Let's look at some from the 80s because, man, go to the fair every year. Always love these glasses now, or mirrors, I should say. Now, as a kid, I would get it and hang it up, and 2 or 3 months later, it would be broke because they would always chip around the edges. Thing is, when you're a young teenager in the 80s, you liked them. You thought they were art. You hung them up. And the older kids, people in their 20s, maybe older, hope not younger, would win these mirrors, take them home, and snort cocaine off of them. But for me, they were a work of art. And I remember every year I always had my eye on at least 1 or 2 of them that I wanted to win. So let's take a look at some of these wacky, weird, carnival prize mirrors. Squeaky chair. Okay, let's look at this first one right here. Do I have to tell you who that is? Do I have to tell you who that is? Everybody knows. That's Commando. Commando was... Oh, it's Rambo. Sorry. Commando, Rambo. You can see how you get all mixed up. Oh, at least it wasn't Sambo. Anyway, I don't remember this one here. I remember that's a famous pose. That's from Rambo 2. Well, actually, see, it's from First Blood 2. Wait, there's First Blood, Rambo First Blood Part 2, and then Rambo 3, and then Rambo Last Blood. How's there a Rambo 3 when technically there's not a Rambo 1 and 2, but there's a First Blood one? I don't think you're supposed to question this stuff, I guess. Now, I don't really remember this Rambo one, but back in the day, I probably would have tried to win this one. It would probably be on at least my top 5 list. What else do we have? Now, this one's cool. Look at this one. Although it doesn't say it's from the Thing, you can see it's Kurt Russell. Not sure what the flag is he's standing in front of. Sure, you guys know. You'll let me know that in the comments. France, maybe? But it says, burn them all. Now, Kurt Russell and his character was in the North Pole. Am I right? I hadn't seen the movie in a while. I don't think that's a North Pole flag. But, you know what would be cool? You know, this is a cool looking picture. I love this one. This one more sums up these whole carnival mirrors. Because one, it's got a cool character, cool actor, cool movie. But it's so odd with the flag and the burn them all. It doesn't say the Thing on it. You can really tell it's a generic mirror. Or generic, you can tell that they didn't pay a license for it. Let's see what else we got. Now this was more of the late 80s here. And I think I remember this one actually being at the fair. I didn't win it, or didn't try to win it, I don't think. But I would have been happy to go home with it. Look at this. Bart Simpson. What are you looking at, dude? And he's got a slingshot. Oh, there was nobody that was more of a rebel back in the late 80s, early 90s than Bart Simpson. I mean, I got a sticker of him that said, "Eat my shorts," and I couldn't believe it. And I put it on my Nintendo. You know, adults will see it, and I couldn't believe somebody would say, "Eat my shorts." Okay, it's pretty tame by today's comparison, probably, but what are you looking at, dude? I'm looking at Bart Simpson. Let's see what else we got here. Check this one out. Some of you guys would have loved it, I'm sure. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't really get into it. Let me make sure I say this right. Wrestling? Because most of the time I say wrestling. Anyway, look, it's the Hulkster. Hollywood Hogan. Hulk Hogan himself. Ooh, what's that smell? Spooky! Yeah, the greatest actor of the 80s, Hulk Hogan. Look at him right there. That's awesome. Now, I never was really into wrestling, but everybody liked Hulk Hogan. Even if I didn't watch it, I knew who Hulk Hogan was. After all, he had a Saturday morning cartoon. I didn't really watch it, but every time I spent my friend Nick, every time I went to his house to spend the night, he would always watch it Saturday morning and make sure I was up, and he would be all excited for it. But I really didn't know who most of the characters were. I mean, I knew Andre the Giant, I knew Honky Tonk Man, I knew Hulk Hogan, I knew Randy Savage, I knew Ted DiBiase, I knew a lot of them, but I didn't even watch the show. That's how popular it was. Look at this one. Speaking of my childhood, this one I remember trying to win, or one very similar to it, if not the same one. Trans Am, or to me, the Bandit car. Oh, this one looks a little different than the Bandit car. It doesn't, the eagle, it looks blue for one, and can't really see the eagle. The eagle's in the background, but it's not on the hood like in the Bandit's car. But still, I wanted it. And I remember going to the fair, and me and my friend Boyd went to the fair, and we were very limited on money. And I bought my 3 darts, and he bought his 3 darts. And of course, I didn't win it. I popped 1 balloon, 2 balloons, and a 3rd balloon just bounced off. If you ask me, it was probably rigged. They probably had 1 dart that was made out of rubber or something. But Boyd threw his 3 darts, busted all 3 balloons. And I said, hey man, get me the Trans Am one. I'll buy it from you. I'll give you $2 or $3. Nope. He got the Care Bear mirror. I said, dude, I really wanted that Trans Am mirror. But he told me something about how he's always wanted that Care Bear mirror. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention, and about 2 days later at his house, I broke it. I guess that's why he threw a spoon at me. One big thing to have on these mirrors were music related, and when it came to heavy metal music, that was even bigger. Rat, Poison, Guns N' Roses, Faster Pussycat. I don't care who it was, if they had long hair, they got their own mirror. And probably the biggest of all of them was Iron Maiden. Excellent! If you know the band, you know they had this skeleton thing that was always on their album covers. And it made it onto a mirror, but they made it into an Evil Dead mirror. Look at this. So it's a cross between Iron Maiden and Evil Dead. To be honest with you, I didn't know what Evil Dead was back then when it came out. I don't think I heard of Evil Dead till the 90s, and to be honest with you, I've never seen Evil Dead. Not Evil Dead 1 or 2, not the television show with Ash. I hadn't seen any of them. I need to get off my ass and see those. Instead of making videos sometime, maybe I need to watch some movies. But isn't this a cool picture for a mirror? I ain't gonna lie to you. I had this one. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I went to the fair to win this one right here. Now, if you didn't grow up in the South, you might be saying, so what? I'd rather have that Iron Maiden one. But, come on, I was 13 or 14. Bo Cephas. Now, I'm not going to sit here and explain to you who Bo Cephas is. I'm not going to tell you the name you probably know him as. But if you know country music or southern rock music, you know Bo Cephas. Or if you just like watching some Monday Night Football. I had that. It didn't break. I had that thing for years. Oh, and here's a celebrity one right here. This is kind of weird. Eddie Murphy. I don't know. I don't remember this one, an Eddie Murphy one. And it's so funny because it's not like an Eddie Murphy character. It's not like Beverly Hills Cop or something. It's just Eddie Murphy with that big old grin. And here's one I think a lot of you will enjoy. I don't really have much to say about this one. It's just the generic Transformer. So there it is, Transformers. Oh, this one right here. I've got a story for this one. Now this one I remember going to the fair when I was probably 11, 12-ish. And I knew that Amy Covey was a huge fan of Snoopy. She loves Snoopy. And I thought if I could get this mirror for her, go back to school, and tell her I got this at the fair for her, she would feel obligated maybe, or maybe just wanted to go to the fair with me that Friday night. Spent probably around $12 for about 15 darts. Couldn't get it. It's so easy. How could you not pop a balloon with a dart? But I finally did it with the third dart and my last time. And when I asked for this cool out Snoopy mirror, the guy told me that's the wrong level. I have to pop 6 balloons to get that one in a row. 6 balloons in a row. Now, I've never heard this rule before. I've been going to this fair every year, and I never heard this rule till now. Them rednecks at the carnival. He heard me and my friend Boyd talking about this mirror. He knew how much I wanted it. So, I didn't get it. I think I got a Menudo glass mirror instead, and I think I ended up just throwing it away before I left the fair. If I won that Snoopy mirror, that would have changed my life. At least my life in 1983. Oh well, what's next? Okay, what's next? This is very cool here. It looks like it should be on a Jimmy Buffett album or something. It's the Predator, but look, you like it, the beach logo? It's some kind of weird 80s logo with a Predator on it. See what else we got. Like I said, hairbands and metal was huge with these mirrors, and this one was, of course, all over the fairground. Cinderella. I never really got into the hairband stuff. I mean, I was a guy buying Bocephus mirrors, so you can kind of expect I didn't really get into Cinderella or Warrant and all that stuff, but I knew a lot of girls into Cinderella, and some guys too. I just never got into the whole makeup hairspray thing. But some of the bands did have a few good songs. Who you gonna call? A Ghostbuster mirror. Just a generic Ghostbuster logo, says Ghostbuster on it. Nothing to really talk about here, but it's pretty cool. And I never saw this one at all at the fair, and if I did, I would have spent my money, all of Boyd's money, all of Nick's money, all of Amy Kobe's money, all of my mom's money, my dad's money. I don't care whose money it was. I would have took the Carnival redneck behind the tittle wheel and did something. Let's say I would have tilted his world for this one right here. Star Wars Carnival mirror. I didn't even know was such a thing. It's got Boba Fett on it. I don't even want to think about that. And the last one, another hairband right here, Rat. Now, I don't really know who Rat is. It's one of those hairbands, and I can't even tell you a song they sung. Did they sing Cherry Pie? No, I think that was Warrant. Rat. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what a song Rat sung. I don't remember, but that's a look at Carnival mirrors. Do you remember Carnival mirrors? Did you try to win some of these? Star Wars one. Makes me want to go to a carnival now. I would risk getting Cornelius virus if I thought I could get me a Star Wars mirror. Well, that's about it. And until the next video, you know what to do. Subscribe to this channel, and if you got time, please share my videos on social media or wherever you like, so more people can find out about the Junkman and his obsession with fair mirrors.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.